Good morning everyone. I welcome you all for this session. So in this session let us continue the problems on friction. So this is the next problem in which what is the value of P in the system shown in the figure to cause the motion. That means in this particular system there are two blocks, one is 500 Newton and another one is 750 Newton. So these two blocks are tied by using a common string, right? And a force is applied on 500 Newton block. So I need to calculate what is the force capital P in such a way that this force should cause the motion of these two blocks. So what force is required in order to see that the block should move in the direction of the applied force? That what I need to calculate here, right? So next. So assume the pulley is smooth and the coefficient of friction between the contact surface is 0.2. So in order to calculate the unknown, here I need to draw the free body diagram. So there are two blocks, that means I need to draw two free body diagram. So let me consider this block as A and this block as B. So now I need to draw the free body diagram for these two blocks separately, right? So first free body diagram for the block B, for block B. So block B is inclined, it is resting on an inclined surface. So this is block B. So let me consider this as a perpendicular to the surface. So this is 90 degrees. So the self weight of the block will be always vertical and it will be towards downwards, and this is 750 Newton, right? So there will be a normal reaction from the surface and which will be which will be perpendicular to the surface. So let me call it as N1. So this is the common string between the two blocks. So there will be the tension in the string and tension is denoted by capital T. So that means there will be a tension and this is how I need to represent the tension, that is capital T. So along with this I need to represent the frictional force direction, and always friction will be opposite to the impending motion. The motion of this block is towards right, so frictional force will be opposite to the impending motion. So here the friction looked like this, so that is F1 is equal to mu times of N1. So this completes the first free body diagram of block B. Right? So this block is inclined, so that I need to decide which will be the horizontal and vertical forces and which will be the inclined forces. So in order to decide that, first I am going to finalize the direction for this free body diagram. This will be the x direction and this will be the y direction. So according to these directions I need to resolve the inclined force. So here if I consider this as x and this as y direction, according to this coordinate system 750 Newton will be the inclined force. So now I need to resolve 750 Newton inclined force in the direction of x and y. I need to find the components. So the x component of this 750 will be like this and the y component of 750 will be like this. So this is how you need to decide, so which will be the x component and which will be the y component. Now I need to calculate what is the angle with respect to horizontal for 750 Newton force. So in the diagram they have given this is 60 degrees. If this angle is 60 degrees, so this angle will be equal to 60, right? So according to this angle, this will be opposite side and this will be adjacent side. So this side will be equal to, that is 750 sine 60, and this will be equal to 750 cos 60. So this is how you need to draw the free body diagram, right? So now let us write the free body diagram for block A. So that is free body diagram for block A. So it is resting on the horizontal surface. So it is resting on the horizontal surface, right? So 500 Newton is the self weight which will be acting vertically downwards, and it is 500 Newton. And there is tension here in the string. So this is T, and there will be normal reaction from the surface, and which will be perpendicular, and that is N2. And along with that, this is the applied force, that is capital P, with respect to horizontal. This will be equal to 30 degrees. If I resolve, this will be equal to P cos 30, and this will be equal to P sin 30, right? So if you apply the force for this block, so the block is going to move in the direction of the applied force. Therefore, the frictional force will be opposite to the impending motion, that is F2 will be equal to mu times of N2. So this is how I need to draw the free body diagram separately for the two blocks, right? Now I need to apply the equilibrium condition separately for each free body diagram. So now I am going to apply the equilibrium condition for block B, because it is having minimum number of unknowns compared to the free body diagram of block A. So now I am going to apply the equilibrium condition. So apply equilibrium condition, that is summation of Fx is equal to 0 and summation of Fy is equal to 0. So I am going to apply summation of Fy is equal to 0. So in this free body diagram, there are two vertical forces. One will be N1, which is positive, and another one will be 75 cos 60, which is negative. So that will be equal to, that is plus N1 minus 750 cos 60 is equal to 0. So N1 value will be equal to 375 Newton. 375 Newton is the value of N1. Now I am going to use the condition, that is F1 will be equal to mu times of N1, so that using this I can get the value of F1. So here F1 will be equal to, mu is 0.2, N1 is 375. So F1 value here it will be equal to, F1 will be equal to 75 Newton. F1 will be equal to 75 Newton. Now I am going to apply the one more condition, that is summation of Fx is equal to 0. So in this there are three horizontal forces. So one will be T, that is positive, plus T. So this is negative, that is F1, I know the value, that is 75, that is minus 75. And one more value, it is minus 750 sine 60 is equal to 0. So in this complete equation there is only one unknown, that is T value. T value is equal to 724. T is equal to 724.52 Newton is the value. So this is how you need to solve the problem. So now let us apply the equilibrium condition for the next free body diagram. Now let us apply summation of Fy is equal to 0, and here we have this is plus N2, this is minus 500, and this is plus P sin 30 is equal to 0. let me rearrange this equation in such a way that N2 will be equal to this is plus 500 minus sin 60 is sin 30 is 0.5 times of P, call it as equation number 1. Now let us apply the next condition, that is F2 is equal to mu times of N2, and here mu is 0.2 times of N2 is here, that is 500 minus 0.5 times of P. If you multiply the 0.2, F2 will be equal to, so that is 0.2 into 500, and that will be equal to 100. So that is 100 minus 0.1 times of P, call it as equation number 2. Right? Now let us apply the next condition, that is summation of Fx is equal to 0, and here, so this is minus F2, this is minus 724.52, then this is plus, that is plus P cos 30 is equal to 0. So I know what is F2 equation, I know what is N2, so in this equation I am going to substitute F2 value. So that is minus 100 minus 0.1 times of P minus 724.52 plus P cos 30 is equal to 0. So in this complete equation there is only one unknown, that is capital P. So if you simplify this, capital P will be equal to 853.52. 853.52 Newton is the capital P. Right? So this is how you need to solve the problem. So let us move to the next problem. So this is ladder type of problem. So here a ladder of 5 meter length is resting against a smooth vertical wall and a rough horizontal floor. So this is the ladder of length 5 meter which is resting on wall and the floor, and they have mentioned that the surface of the wall is completely smooth, so that at this particular junction there will be no friction, so mu value will be equal to 0 and frictional force will be also equal to 0. There will be no friction here because the wall surface is completely smooth. So here there is a rough horizontal floor, so there will be friction between the ladder and that rough horizontal floor, right? And the mu value, I need to calculate what is the mu value between the ladder and this horizontal floor. That's what I need to find out here, right? Next, ladder makes an angle of 60 degree with the horizontal when a man of weight 800 Newton is at the top. What is the coefficient of friction required at the bottom of the ladder and the floor such that the ladder does not slip? And the weight of the ladder is 200 Newton. The self weight of the ladder is 200 Newton and the man is at the top of the ladder and the man weight is 800 Newton. So in order to solve this problem, first I need to draw the free body diagram for this ladder, right? So first let us write the free body diagram for the ladder. Free body diagram for the ladder, right? So this is the ladder. With respect to horizontal, the angle is 60 degrees, right? And always the self weight of the ladder will be acting exactly to its center and it will be vertically downward. This is how you need to represent the self weight of the ladder, that is 200 Newton, and always it will be acting exactly at its center, right? So this is point A and this is point B, and here there is a wall, right? Now a man is at the top of the ladder and the man weight is 800 Newton. the man weight is 800 Newton, right? Due to the man weight and the self weight of the ladder tends to move in this direction. It tends to slip in this direction towards left. So always the frictional force will be opposite to the impending motion, and the frictional force direction will be F1. And the normal reaction from the horizontal force, let me take it as NA, right? Now the length of the ladder, it is 5 meters. So if I consider this as center, this will be 2.5 meters and this will be 2.5 meters. At the point B, there will be only normal reaction from the wall, and let me call it as NB, and there will be no friction here, right? There will be no friction here. So now let us calculate this distance, if this is 90 degrees, if this is 60 degrees, opposite, this side is opposite, so that will be equal to 5 sine 60, and this distance will be equal to 5 cos 60. If I drop a perpendicular here, so this will be 2.5 cos 60. So this distance will be equal to 2.5 cos 60, right? So this completes the free body diagram of the ladder. Now let us apply the equilibrium condition. So this free body diagram, it is a non-concurrent system, so that I have to apply 3 equilibrium condition for this free body diagram. So first let us apply equilibrium condition. Because it is non-concurrent system, I can apply summation of fx is equal to 0, summation of fy is equal to 0, summation of m is equal to 0. I have to apply all 3 equilibrium condition in order to solve this problem. So first let us apply the first condition, that is summation of m is equal to 0. You can take the moment about point A, or you can take the moment about point B. So now I am going to take the moment about point A. If I take the moment here, I should not consider NA and I should not consider F1, right? So take moment about point A, that is summation of MA is equal to 0. So starting from here, this is 200, which makes clockwise direction. So this will be positive 200, and this is the perpendicular distance. So that will be equal to plus 200 into 2.5 cos 60. Next, this is the 800, which makes clockwise direction. So this will be also positive, that is 800, and the perpendicular distance is this. So this perpendicular distance is 5 cos 60. So this is 2.5 cos 60. So this is 5 cos 60, right? Now let us apply there is one more force here, which makes anti-clockwise direction about point A. So this will be minus NB, and the perpendicular distance is 5 sine 60 is equal to 0. So in this complete equation, there is only one unknown, that is NB. So NB value is 519. NB is equal to 519.61 Newton is the value of NB, and it is positive, right? In the same way, now I am going to apply the next equilibrium condition, that is summation of Fy is equal to 0. So if I apply here, there are 3 vertical forces. So this will be positive NA. So this will be positive NA, and this is a negative, that is 200 minus 200, and it is also negative, that is minus 800 is equal to 0, and NA value here it will be equal to 1000 Newton, right? So now let us apply the next equation, summation of Fx is equal to 0. So that is summation of Fx is equal to 0. So it is F1. F1 is positive, and F1 will be equal to mu times of Na. So that is positive, and mu value here I need to calculate the mu, right? So that is plus mu times of Na is 1000. Na is 1000, and there is one more horizontal force, and this is minus Nb. So Nb value here it is 519 point something, and that is minus 519.61 is equal to 0. If I simplify this, easily I can get the value of mu, and mu value is 0.52, that is 0.52 is the mu value. So this is how you need to solve the problem, that is ladder type, right? Let us move to the next problem. So here a ladder AB is 13 meter long, and the self weight of the ladder is 250 Newton. Is placed against a smooth vertical wall resting on the floor, right? The coefficient of friction between the ladder and the floor is 0.3. That means this ladder is resting on the wall and the horizontal floor, and this vertical wall is completely smooth so that there will be no friction. So here the horizontal floor is a rough horizontal floor, and there will be friction at this particular junction, and the mu value between the ladder and this surface is given in the question, that is 0.3. So here show that the ladder will remain in equilibrium in this position, right? So I need to calculate what is the friction required so that the ladder will remain in equilibrium position without moving or without sliding, right? So now let us write the free body diagram for the ladder. So that is free body diagram for the ladder, right? So this is the ladder, so this is the floor, and this is the wall, and this is 13 meter length ladder. 12 meter is the height at this particular point. So let me consider this is point A and this is point B. And here this length will be equal to 5 meters. So the ladder self weight is 250 Newton, and always the self weight will be acting from the center of any object. So, and it will be vertically downwards. So this will be equal to 250 Newton, right? So there will be a normal reaction from the wall, and it will be perpendicular to the wall, and let me call it as NB. And there will be no friction between the wall and the ladder, right? So there will be one more normal reaction from the floor onto the ladder, and let me call it as NA. And there is a friction between the floor and the ladder. The ladder tends to slide towards left, so friction will be to the opposite to the impending motion. So this will be the friction, that is F, right? So this is how you need to write the free body diagram for the ladder. Now in order to find out what is the minimum friction required in such a way that the ladder should be in equilibrium position, so I need to calculate that minimum friction, right? So to calculate that, I need to apply the equilibrium condition, apply equilibrium condition. So first, summation of m is equal to 0, summation of fx is equal to 0, and summation of fy is equal to 0, because this free body diagram is a non-concurrent system, right? So first let me apply summation of ma is equal to 0. So I am going to take the moment about point A, considering these two forces. One is 250 and another one is NB, right? So this 250 makes a clockwise rotation, and clockwise rotation. So if this is 5 meter, this will be 2.5 meter, this is 2.5 meter. So clockwise rotation means positive, that is 250 into 2.5. This NB makes anti-clockwise rotation, and that will be minus, that is NB, and the perpendicular distance is 12 meters. So that is 12 is equal to 0. So there is only one unknown in this equation, that NB is equal to 52.08. NB is equal to 52.08 Newton, right? Now let us apply the next condition, that is summation of Fx is equal to 0. Summation of Fx is equal to 0, and there are only two horizontal forces. One, it is plus F, another one is minus NB is equal to 0, and I know the value of NB. So F value will be equal to 52.08 Newton, and this is the minimum frictional force which is required to keep the ladder in equilibrium position, right? If you want to find out what is the maximum friction, between the floor and the ladder, so you can find that also, right? The maximum friction, to find the maximum friction, so that will be mu times of Na. Now I need to calculate what is Na value first. For that I need to apply one more condition, summation of Fy is equal to 0, and here it is plus Na, and it is minus 250 is equal to 0, and Na is equal to 250 Newton. Now easily I can get the value of maximum friction, that is maximum friction will be equal to 0.3 into 250, and F maximum will be equal to 75 Newton. 75 Newton is the maximum friction between the ladder and the horizontal floor, and this is 52.02 is the minimum friction to keep the ladder in equilibrium position. So let us stop here. Thank you.